Hello and welcome to Chloe Avalon. Welcome to beautiful sunny Alaska. Now this is in August and it is such a glorious day. I think it's supposed to get up in the 70s today, which is amazing. And in the 70s, it almost feels like 80s. But I do feel the crispness in the air. It is starting to feel like fall here. But we've had the most beautiful weather here in Alaska this summer. I mean, we still had quite a bit of rain, but we had more sunshine than the last 2 years that we've been here. So I am loving this sunshine, but it does show rain and cloudy weather for the next week and a half. But I'm praying that the Lord just keeps on giving us some sunshine, because I'm just not quite ready for fall yet. Although I always love the feel of fall, but I just don't like to think that there is winter after fall. Although winter here in Alaska is truly beautiful too. It is so beautiful. We don't get quite as much daylight. It is darker here during the winter, but it is just stunning with the white mountains covered in snow, everything white. It is just beautiful. But anyways, I just wanted to welcome you here. If you are new and have not seen me before or this channel, welcome. We also have another channel called Montana Haven, and that's our family channel. My husband does most of that, and it's all about working. Like we're building a home to sell here. It's a log home, and it's all about that. It's all about fishing, hunting. It's all about family life. So it's just a lot in that channel. And this is also kind of more family related, although I do beauty tips in here. I do some of my girl trips that I do, and of course about my Lemongrass Spa business, which is all clean skincare, hair care, and makeup. And by the way, right now I have a new lip crayon that I lined my lips with, and then a lip gloss. And that it came out just like a couple weeks ago. And this is the new lip crayon. They just came out with lip crayons, just 2 of them. And this one is in rosewood. It has a little bit of a brownish tint to it. It's very nice for olive tone skin. But I think anyone could wear it. You can use it as a lipstick or you can use it as a liner. And I used it as a liner because I kind of like it that way. And then I used the Peach Fizz lip gloss. And you can find these in my link down below. And if you're someone that watches me on the big screen like TV and you can't go in my link down below, you know, a quick and easy way to find my website is just simply go to chloeavalon.com. And I will have all my products on there. So just so you know, that's a quick and easy way to go to place an order if you want, or just to look at the products. But what I really want to do in this video for you guys is to do like an RV tour. Not just the RV, but just kind of all over. You see this mini barn back here. The boys had built it just quickly this summer. Took a couple weeks to build. And now the guys are sleeping in there. And we have some helpers here too. A couple guys up here right now working. We also have an other RV that some of them are sleeping in. So we have plenty of space right now. You know, I never thought I'd be one of those people that lives a nomadic life, but right now that's what we're living. Last year we went down to Montana for the winter, or part of the winter, and we're there for about 5 months. And we're planning on doing that again this winter, probably not go until January, I'm not sure. And being there a few months with family, friends, because we came from Montana. But we're building up here, but we're going to sell this place that we're building. Just so you know, it's not for us. We're going to sell it because we have a couple pieces of land here. We're staying on our last piece of land here. So we'll probably be building on this piece next year. And I'm not sure. We might live in it for a while before we sell it. Not sure. We'll have to see how it goes. But I want to do an RV tour and just kind of take you in the day of my life, and just let you see kind of how we live. And you saw this morning already, we had brunch. I have been making brunch basically every day, so it's a little easier for the guys. They just get up and go to work, and then they come back at 10 o'clock for brunch. And then they have snacks and drinks during the day, and then I make a big dinner for them in the evening. So that's kind of how we are orchestrating our days right now. And I hope to take you over there to kind of show you the progress, how it's going. So come along and enjoy. Welcome to our humble abode. I want to show you, give you just a little tour in here, and then we'll do a little tour outside. So this is how it looks in here. This is where the guys used to sleep. Justin and Ethan used to sleep up here with their sleeping bags and pillows and stuff, but they took that in the mini barn now. So this is kind of open for now. Sometimes they play toys. They have some toys up here, like Chloe has some toys and stuff. And I have my cookbooks up here. I just have a couple. I just brought a couple along. And this is like our living area. We have a couch here, and then we have this little table and seating area, but we mostly eat outside if it's nice. But once it rains and gets cold, we'll eat in here. And I have some cabinet space up here. I'm not gonna open up everything, but I just have like my plasticware, cups, plates, silverware and stuff like that in there. Then I have my bigger like bowls and baking sheets and all that up here, plus some supplements, pills and stuff that we take. And then I have like snacks and cereals over here. And then here is the kitchen area, and it's like a one-person kitchen. It is so small. We are sometimes like in each other's way trying to work here, but I really love just this little island right here. I mean, this little thing that comes out here, because I often cook right on here, or then I will work on the table over there. But we have one little sink here where we wash the dishes, and then I just let the water run as I rinse. And we got this cute little coffee maker. It's a grinder plus coffee maker. So you could do Keurig pods in here. I think I'm saying that right. Like you could just buy pods and put it in here if you'd want, but we like we like to grind our coffee. So I searched and searched for a grinder, and it also makes it. And I wanted it compact as possible. And this is the only one I found that ground plus made coffee and was this size. So I bought this, and I got it from Amazon. And I'll link this below for you so that if you want to check it out, it's just such a neat little coffee maker. Now it's still a little big for me. Like I wish it would have been smaller yet, but I could not find anything smaller that also grinded the coffee. So I really love this. It's just quick and easy. You can put this down here and it grinds, and then you put it in here, set it in there, and you have a cup of coffee. So we have a couple coffee mugs right up here, and then I have my measuring cups and stuff up here, hanging up here, my hot pads, and then up here is like all my real baking stuff, like my basic baking stuff, like sugars and flours, and then spaghettis and rice and all that stuff. So this is very handy. I just pull it down from here and use it. And then over here is a little bit more pantry space. And I have all the little pantry items, like, you know, just all the odds and ends. Baking powder, baking soda, and all this stuff, as you can tell. And then we have a little fridge, but it always is so tight and full, so we have another fridge outside. Okay, let's take you back in here. So there's like a little hallway right here, and this is like a pop-out, so we have to bring it in when we drive. This is where Avalon and Chloe sleep. They sleep in bunks here, which is really nice. They each have a little window at their bunk, so that makes it nice. And then right on the other side of the hallway is our bathroom. Now, I actually put these mirrors on just because I just felt like we needed a little more mirrors, and it also makes the place seem a little bit bigger. So I literally bought these squares on Amazon. So they're not like amazing mirrors, but they work. So I bought these squares on Amazon, and we just stuck them right on here. So here's our little bathroom, and It's just super, super tiny, but we have a little bit of cabinet space right here. This is where I put the washcloth and towels right in there. And then we have like an open space here, and I put all my like brushes and curling irons and stuff in there. And then here, this is actually a pretty nice shower. I mean, it's tiny, but it is still okay. And then of course we have all this space here, and it's almost all Lemongrass Spa products. So I'm happy for this area. And then we have other stuff, just miscellaneous stuff like our toothbrushes, toothpaste, and all that underneath here. And a nice little tiny sink. And then last, we have our bedroom. And it's really nice because we do have some privacy space because we can pull this out. And we have a nice big bed. I think it is a queen size bed. Yeah, I think it's a queen size bed. And then we have all this closet space where we put our dresses. Me and Avalon and Chloe, we put our dresses, and it is full. And the bottoms of the dresses get kind of wrinkly because it's not long enough, but it's okay. It still works. I'm glad I have all this cabinet space. And then over here, right over here, the boys have their shirts in here. The boys and Wyatt have their Sunday shirts and stuff. They're good shirts. And we have more space up there for stuff. And then over here, Joas has all his shirts. And we hung up a bunch of command hooks. You know, they just stick towards on the wall, which is very nice. We hung up a bunch of them, and so we can hang up stuff. So that is so nice. And I think that is about it for our RV. And this is how we live every day. Okay, I am outside now, and I just want to show you around. Now, do you see that RV over there? That was the one we stayed in the first year we came out. That was 3 years ago. Yes, something like that. We stayed in there for a few months, and then we rented. But we kept it to put in like company and any of our friends that come up or anybody who comes help build on our house. They stay in there. So it's been really nice to have extra space. And then here's the one we're staying in right there. And I really love it because it has more space. It has one pop out on this side and one on the other side. And then of course we built that mini barn over there, or the boys did mostly. And I am so happy for that space. So I'm going to show you all around. So this is how it looks outside. We had these pots with some ferns in it already last year. I had it when we were up here, and then I just put them away like in the Connex, and I just figured they were gonna die, and this spring they're actually reviving, so I just set them out here. And out here we have to have boots because it rains so much, so there's just a lot of boots that we have around here. And we stuck all our shoes and stuff under here, under the pop out here, so that it won't get rained on. So that's really nice to have that area. And then we also put this thing up so that we can still eat outside if we want, if it rains, or if we need it for anything. We thought that we might have a lot of mosquitoes, so we got this thing in case we need to sit in there, you know, so the mosquitoes don't get us. But this year, the mosquitoes have not been bad at all. We've barely had any around here. I mean, here and there we've had some, but we didn't really need this, but we set it up anyways. So yes, we have this thing. We also bought this fire pit thingy. I'm not sure what you call it, but we bought it in Lowe's. So it's really nice. You can grill on here. Now, I haven't even grilled on here yet, but I'm thinking it would actually be fun to grill some fish on here tonight. What do you think, Avalon?
Yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, I guess we'll see. It's actually going to be pretty warm this afternoon, so maybe we just want to grill it in our Traeger over there. But we'll see. It is nice to grill stuff on there, and it's just been nice to sit around it and enjoy the evenings. And there you see Autumn. She's loving the sun. Avalon just gave her a haircut. She does a pretty good job. And now she needs some shade. And here is an owl that Justin had carved already a year or so ago. And here's one of those other pots. And then here is the outside of the lean-to here. You can hear all those airplanes. There's like 2 of them. Don't know where they're at. We have a lot of airplanes flying around here, especially on sunny days, because we're very close to a dirt airstrip or a grass airstrip. So we have a lot of airplanes going around, but I don't even think about it anymore. Anyways, I am really thankful for this lean-to. We could put a big fridge there with a freezer space that we just got on Marketplace for, I think, $100. I think that's it. Not totally sure, but I think that's all it was. And also a dryer that we only got for like 90 bucks, something like that. And then we had that washer, and then we have 2 other freezers here because we have so many fish. And the boys were catching fish too while they're here, the guys that are from Montana, but they're gonna take some home with them then. But here is just a lot of stuff, and this here is also completely full of fish. So yeah, there's a lot of fish, but we are so thankful for that. And of course, you just gotta notice the little touches of like those snowshoes that we put up. It makes it look more Alaskan. Let me show you in the boys' cabin. So this is where the boys sleep, and one of them sleeps on the couch actually. They have their dresser that they put in here. And then here in the back is pantry stuff and canned goods. So I still had quite a bit of canned goods, and we put them all right here. We have a lot of applesauce, which I'm really thankful for. And then just snack items and just all the extras that we can't really put in the RV. So they hung up their musical instruments over there. Oh, Avalon, you put your violin over there too. And then we also have the keyboard set up here because Chloe is going to start taking some lessons, and she's really excited about it. So we set up this keyboard here. And then over here, I still have some indoor plants. I gave a lot of them to my sister, Emily. And then I'm going to give these to a friend, Mariah. She lives here in Alaska, and I'm going to give these to her. She's moving to a beautiful new home, and I will not be able to keep them over winter because we might go back to Montana for part of the winter. So I will be giving these away to her. I love greenery. I love plants, and hopefully someday I will have some again. But right now I can't really keep them. And then right up here, they hung up Joas's big brown bear that he got. So, you know, it looks like a guy's pad for sure. And I also just wanted to show you the loft area that we have some more. I'm gonna climb right up here. We have some more storage up here. Lots of storage stuff up here, and a desk where we can do some work if we need to. And Wyatt set up his drums up here. So we have it all kind of how we want it. So you guys, that was all of my tour around here. I guess we're kind of living a glamping lifestyle, if that's a way to call it. And I used to always think I would not enjoy a lifestyle like that because I am the type of person that likes my comfort. I love my huge bathtub that I had back in Montana where I can take a bath. And, you know, just those nice conveniences. But you know what? Sometimes it's all about your mindset. You know, I can either think, I just can't stand this. I just can't, I mean, it's not fun, all these things. Or I can look at it as like an adventure, that I'm experiencing so many things, so many new things. My children are experiencing so many things. And that is the way I choose to look at it. And it is actually pretty fun. Now, if it's always raining, it makes it a little harder. But I'm always so thankful for the beautiful days, and I thank the Lord for the beautiful days. And right now, I am making some dinner rolls. As you saw this morning, I put some together, and I love this dinner roll recipe. I absolutely love it. They're the softest, chewiest dinner rolls, and they take a cup of sourdough, but they also take yeast. So it's a yeast and sourdough. It's like a sourdough discard recipe. I will actually link this recipe below for you. It was not my recipe. A friend here from Alaska, Annie, she showed me this recipe, and it's the one I do almost all the time. This is almost all I make here in the RV are these dinner rolls because they're easy to do, and they're not like a true sourdough because you don't let them sit like all day or overnight, and they have yeast. But I think the sourdough makes it so moist. They're so moist and nice. So we're gonna have dinner rolls with grilled salmon, and then I'm gonna make like an Alfredo pasta that we can eat our salmon with, and then these dinner rolls. And then later we're gonna head over to Michael and Emily's pad. They also are living in an RV right now, my sister Emily, and they're just a little bit over here from us, and we're gonna go have dessert with them because it is Mackenzie's birthday. So that's what we're doing. So while the dinner rolls are rising, we are actually making a run into town because I have a chiropractor treatment. And I've been taking chiropractor treatments every so often because I broke my leg when I was 10 years old at the growth plate at my knee. And my one leg is a little bit shorter. And so all these years, my body has been trying to compensate for the shorter length, and my pelvis has been twisting, and my spine has been bending. So now I'm trying to rectify that, and I've been wearing a lift in my shoes, and I also can get my shoes built up if I need to. It's not much, but it's still significant enough to do that. So that's what I have been doing, and it's been getting better. So I'm thankful for that. And then we're also gonna hit the farmer's market because the farmer's markets are pretty good out here. And I'm gonna look for some fresh tomatoes to go with our fresh bread. Okay, I want to show you my farmer's market haul. I'm so excited. Just all these tomatoes in here, fresh tomatoes from their greenhouses, because they pretty much have to grow tomatoes in greenhouses here in Alaska. And then I got just some fresh carrots, and here's some banana peppers I got, and some fresh lettuce, and some very nice big onions, and then a bunch of green beans. I love to be able to have fresh veggies on hand, and real garden veggies are just so much better than store-bought, because I used to have a big garden in Montana. Those of you who have followed along for a long time know that. I had a huge garden, and I really miss our garden. Right now, in the stage of life we're at, we cannot have a garden. So I'm thankful for a farmer's market where I can get fresh veggies. Okay, back home from the chiropractor and farmer's market, and I've got the dinner rolls going in there. One is all puffed up, probably some air in there. So I'm here close to the job site. They got a lot done on the house. But I'm gonna head on over to a lake close by and just hang out with the children just a little bit. And my friend Mary Yoder and her 2 daughters are there. So I'm just gonna go there and just sit a little bit. I got most of the dinner ready, but I'll finish it when I get back. But I want to show you how they're coming along on the house. So it has a nice big 2-car garage attached to the house, and then this will be the house area right here, and there's going to be a front porch right over there.
Way too far. You need to go back.
Well, I think this man is a little tired.
A little bit.
A lot of hard work, lots of hard work. We had a good dinner.
It was excellent.
And, yeah,
Thanks,
the
babe.
Alfredo noodles and the salmon, fresh dinner rolls. All that was really good. I'll put the recipe for the dinner rolls below. It's just gonna be a link. But right now we're just walking over to Michael's place, Michael and Emily.
And they're about, what, quarter mile maybe? Probably about a quarter mile.
Yeah,
Yep.
barely even that,
Yep.
but yes. And celebrate Mackenzie's birthday.
And there's the house through the trees.
Yep, we can see the house through the trees right there. My beautiful friends, it is the next day, and it was a wonderful day yesterday. There was a lot going on, but it was a great day. Right now, I am putting on some new nails. I just took my others off and just really cleaned up my nails, and now I am putting some more on. And I have never, ever done blue nails. I have never done, these are like a light blue, and then they have a sparkle here. I could have done 2 sparkled ones, but I just wanted one. And I think they were called Skyward Bound. Yeah, Skyward Bound. I'll link these nails below for you, or where you can find a whole bunch of nails like these. These are press-ons, and they're so easy to put on, and they stay for weeks. And they were dirty around the cuticles. It was time to take them off. So I'm just putting on some new ones. But thank you so much for watching and just for following along on our journey up here in Alaska. It is just a journey that 4 years ago, I would never thought I would be on, but here I am, and I am enjoying it. There's a lot of challenges to it, but we are enjoying the process, and we know that God is with us on this journey. And I thank you all for following along. And Now, I actually have a little bit something I'd like to share with you. Actually, it's kind of a favor to ask of you. And but those of you who'd rather not listen to this, you can go and you can just shut it off from here. But it is actually about a fundraiser. It's about a fundraiser for a pregnancy crisis center. By the way, did you hear that rain? It just now stopped all of a sudden, but it is very loud here in the RV. When it rains, it pitter patters on the roof loudly. But right now it's slowed down, so you can't really hear it. But what I wanted to talk about was I just have such a heart to do something for the Crisis Pregnancy Center that is about 50 minutes from here. There are anywhere from 50 to 100 girls and women that go through those doors every month. And they basically operate out of donations. And so my heart just goes out for them because not just for the mothers, but also for the babies. A lot of those women that come in there are in crisis mode. You know, some of them are probably very young. And this Pregnancy Crisis Center is there to help them, to prepare them to have their baby, and encourage them, you know, with having their baby. And so what I actually did just this morning, I called them up and I asked them, how would it be if I would send them a bunch of little lotions, baby lotions, bubble bath, and healing balm that was actually formulated at first for diaper rash, for baby's diaper rash. So I just asked the lady, would they receive that? Like, would they actually want that? Would that be helpful for them? And she was like, yes, absolutely. We would love to have those little packets and just send them along with the mothers to the hospital when they're having their baby, so that they have a ready-made to-go kit for their babies. And so, I don't know, it just made my heart so happy. Because my heart is to help others that are in need. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional. And it's not just to take everything for myself. You know, when God blesses me, I want to bless others. And I want to show you here, right down here, this is like, it's called Baby on the Go gift set. And they get a little baby lotion, they get a little baby wash, and they get the healing balm, and they also put a little rubber ducky in, and it comes in a little reusable bag. So it's perfect. And they're $26 each. So what I am asking of you guys is, I am actually gonna put a GoFund page down. It's not going to be GoFund. It's going to be another one where they don't take any money out of it. But I'm going to have it linked below in the description box. And I know that there are so many places to give. There's so many places to give and so many people asking. So I don't want you to feel you have to give to this. Only if you want to, only if it stirs in your heart and you feel the Lord asking you to. What I'm going to do, if you actually donate to this fund, I would really love if you would put your name down. If you want to stay anonymous, you can. I will just, because I'm going to put a little card, I'm going to get little cards on Amazon, and what I'm going to write on them, I already wrote it down. I'm going to write down praying blessings and peace over you and your little one. And then I'm going to write down the Bible verse, Numbers 6:24-26, where it says, may the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace. And then underneath that, I'm going to put sponsored by, and then I'm going to put your name down for however many of these kits that you will sponsor. I will put your name down in each of those kits. If you send $26 to the fund, then you bought one kit. And guys, you don't have to give $26 either. If you can give $5, if you can give $1, that is helpful. So what I am actually trying to do is raise at least 100 of these. So that would be $2,600. So I would love to raise at least $2,600 for this, to get this out to them, because the lady I talked to seems super grateful that I would do this. So anyways, I am so excited to do this because I don't know if I've ever done like a fundraiser like this really before. I've done some personally where I personally just sent stuff out of my own, you know, just all out of my own, because I hate to ask. But I thought, let's just do this and see how this goes. And again, I want to say, there is no need for you to give into this fund if you do not feel you can, or if you do not feel you need to. God doesn't ask you to give to every single thing. So I just want you to know that. And I also want to be very honest with you. If you do give to this fund, then I will take 100% of the money and I will buy all the kits that I can, these baby kits that I can. But it's going to be bought on my link, my Lemongrass Spa link. And so I will make a tiny percentage from that. But I am then gonna, with some of that percentage, I am going to buy these human kindness kits. And this is like a body lotion, a facial wash, and a chapstick, and a healing balm. And these will go to a woman's and teen challenge where they are trying to get over addictions, severe addictions. And there is a facility just not far from here, actually, that hosts these women. So I will be buying these for them. So I just want you to know that. So I'll be doing 2 in 1. And in the next video, I will be sharing with you how much money came in, and I will be sharing with you the whole process so that you can see it. So this took so long. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for those who are like, please, I don't want to listen to this. But this is my channel, and I want to be faithful with what God has given me and do with what he has asked me to do. So this is why I'm talking about it. Anyways, that is it. I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm excited to see what comes in so that we can do this together as a team, as a community. Again, thank you. And you guys, I love you so much, and God bless you richly, and we will see you all on the next video.